First of all, good morning to all of you. By the grace of great God, let us start today's session. And our today's session is force oscillator. We are basically continuing the last lecture. And welcome to DG and DJ Physics and our class. So anyhow, this is the force. This is the driving force. This is the driving force. F complex F bar is equal to F naught into e raised to power iota omega t. As we know, what's the formula for e raised to power iota theta? E raised to power iota theta is equal to cos theta plus iota sin theta. Okay, so I can write e raised to power iota omega t can be cos of omega t plus iota sin omega. And out. So this equation can be written like this: f naught cos omega t plus iota f naught sin omega t. Okay, Sean? Yeah. See, this is the morning. And morning time is a royal time. You have a very high energy level at this time. Okay. Okay. Watchman. Tamaswa. Kameraman. So this is called a real part. This is called a real part, and this is called a imaginary part. Okay. The iota term is called. This is called a imaginary term, and this is called a real term. Okay. So F real is, I mean to say, the real part of the force is F naught cos omega t, and imaginary part is F naught sin omega t. But we are concerned only about the F naught cos omega t. Okay, Tafa? We are only concerned about the F naught cos omega t because it is a real part. Okay? Okay. So see, this is the equation we have. This is the x complex x bar is equal to minus iota F naught upon omega zm magnitude. And I think I forgot this to attach this, and Tafa has, I think, Tafa has introduced this in the last lecture. Into e raised to power iota omega t minus phi. Okay. So see, again, e raised to power iota theta. I can apply this formula. Cos theta plus iota sin theta. So it would become cos of omega t minus phi plus iota sin omega t minus phi. So anyhow, now I will multiply this minus iota within the bracket. Okay. So it would become now minus iota, minus plus minus, and iota into iota square, and iota square is equal to minus 1. So then this would become a plus sin omega t minus phi minus iota cos omega t. Okay. Anyhow, this part is called Tafa. This part is called real part. This part is called and this part is called and we are concerned only about the real part. We are only concerned about the. बेटा समझ आ रहा है बेटा वाई ना था आपका बेटा ये फोर्स है, ये कॉम्प्लेक्स फोर्स है, ठीक है हमारे पास, ठीक है, e raised to power iota omega t. बेटा ये फॉर्मूला लगाया मैंने यहाँ पे क्लियर आ गया. इसको बोलते हैं बेटा रियल पार्ट. जो आयोटा के साथ होता है वो क्या होता है? इमेजिनरी पार्ट. पता ना आपको? पता कि नहीं पता? कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर में इसमें को बेटा z is equal to a plus iota b. तो a क्या है बेटा? रियल, और b क्या है बेटा? इमेजिनरी. b क्या है? इमेजिनरी. ठीक है, इसको बोलते हैं ये रियल पार्ट होता है, और ये क्या होता है बेटा? इमेजिनरी पार्ट. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल मैं कहूं z is equal to 2 plus 3 iota. What is real part? 2. What is imaginary part? 3. शाबाश. ठीक है, this is real part and this is the imaginary part. Similarly, this is a real part. This is the imaginary part. और हमें किससे ज्यादा कंसर्न काम करना ज्यादा? हमें रियल से करना. So I am taking f naught cos omega t is equal to f real. और f imaginary क्या होगा बेटा? What would be the value for f imaginary? F imaginary will be equal to f naught sin omega t. But we are not concerned about this. We are not concerned about this because we are only concerned about the real part. ठीक है? ये equation थी बेटा. This is the equation that we have derived in the last lecture. Okay? This is the equation. So I have multiplied. See, e raised to power iota theta become cos theta plus iota sin theta. Again, it would become cos of this angle plus iota sin of this angle. Okay, Lakshman? Then I multiply minus iota with the bracket. This comes. So now this is the real part. This is the real part. This is the imaginary part. I am only concerned about the. We are only concerned about the real part. So what's the real force? Real displacement. Real displacement is F naught omega z multiplied by sin omega t minus phi. So this equation can be written like this: cos of omega t minus phi minus phi. How I can write this? See, this would become cos of minus of pi by 2. Sorry, minus pi by 2 minus phi plus omega 2. I can write it this. So this becomes cos of minus pi by 2 plus phi. Sorry. Are you getting this? How this equation comes? See, this is cos of 90. 90 minus theta, it will become a sin of theta. Okay, just like this. Cos of pi by 2 minus theta, it will become a sin of theta. Okay. Okay. So just compare, please. Just compare. Comparison of 18 and 20. 18 and 21, compare it. What's the phase difference between this and this? See, this is called a real displacement. This is called a real force. What's the difference? It contains iota omega d, and it contains omega d. It contains omega d minus pi by 2. So what's the difference? Phi plus pi by 2. What's the difference? Phi plus pi by 2. This is the extra term that is added in this equation. In this displacement, this is the real displacement equation. So please write. कब समझ आया आपको? ये एक्स्ट्रा फैक्टर है. This is extra factor as compared to this. So it means ये क्या चल रहा है? It means this is lagging behind. This is the lagging behind by this factor by this amount. Okay. So please write comparison of 18 and 20. Comparison of 18 and 21. Comparison of 18 and 21 shows that phase difference between real force and real displacement is phase difference between real force and real displacement is how much is the phase difference? See, how much is the phase difference? See, in this term, cos omega t is there in F real, and in X real, we have a cos of omega t minus pi minus pi. So it means this is the extra term. This is the extra term. So what's the phase difference? Phi plus pi by 2. Because it would become a cos of omega t minus phi minus pi by 2. So, okay. So this is the extra term. This is the extra term. So please write phase difference between real driving force and real displacement is phi plus pi by 2. Is phi plus pi by 2. Okay, phi plus pi by 2 is phi plus pi by 2. Now let us calculate. It means displacement lags behind. It means displacement lag behind, or we can say force leads. So please write with the red pen. It means displacement lag behind the force. It means displacement lag behind the force by a phase phi plus pi by 2. By a phase phi plus pi by 2. Okay. Now let us calculate the velocity. Now let us calculate the velocity. How we can calculate the velocity, friends? Velocity is time derivative of the displacement. V is equal to dx upon dt. Please say the loud voice. This is a morning time. V is equal to dx by dt. So please give a heading velocity. So this is the complex part. It means if I will take the derivative of this, I am getting the complex velocity. Okay. So V complex is equal to d by dt of x complex. Okay. So what I am getting? See, minus iota is the constant factor. F naught is the constant factor. Omega letter is the constant factor. So what's the derivative? Minus iota omega naught f zn e raised to power iota omega t minus pi into iota omega. This term. Okay, this term. So iota into iota. समझ आया हमारा बेटा? e raised to power iota omega का डेरिवेटिव क्या हुआ? d by dt क्या आया? e raised to power iota omega t minus pi into iota. So it would become velocity complex is equal to this omega will cancel with this iota into iota, iota square is equal to minus plus f naught by zn mod into e power iota omega t minus pi. So this is the real velocity or complex velocity? This is the complex part. This is the complex velocity because this is the symbol of the complex. Okay. If I want to calculate the real value of this, what's the value of real velocity? Then I will take cos of omega t minus pi. I will take the cos. What is the value of v real? V real equal to f naught by zn into cos omega t minus pi. This is the real value. This is the Welshman. Are you getting this? Because I have expanded this term. Cos omega t minus pi plus iota sin omega t. And cos term without iota term will give me the real part. Okay. Now let us calculate the. You can also write in the box. Let us calculate the acceleration. Please calculate the acceleration. निकालिए फटाफट. Hurry up too fast. Sean, how we can calculate the acceleration? Rajman, how we can calculate acceleration is equal to acceleration complex is equal to d by dt of v complex. Can I have this? Please take the derivative f naught by zn. What's the derivative of this? Okay. And now, so A acceleration is equal to iota omega f naught by zn. This is a value of acceleration. Okay, let us say this equation is 23. Equation 23 can be written as iota is equal to e to the iota power by 2. Okay, iota is equal to e to the iota power by 2. Why? Because e to the power iota power by 2 will be the cos pi by 2 plus iota sin pi by 2. Okay, what is cos 90? 0 plus iota sin 90 1. So it means e raised to power iota by 2 can be written like as a iota. So I will use this iota as a e raised to power iota by 2. So it would become acceleration is equal to omega f naught by zm. Magnitude would become e is power iota omega t minus pi plus pi. It will get added because using this formula, e is power m into e is power n is. समझ आ रहा बेटा बात? घबराहट समझ आया बेटा? ये e is power iota by bit था वो कहाँ चला गया? अंदर चला गया. Now are you getting this point? How this come? No. See, it would like this e is power iota by 2 into e is power iota omega t minus pi. Base same, use this formula. E is power iota is common omega t minus pi plus pi. Okay. So it can be written like this. Expression complex is equal to omega f naught by zm mod e to the power iota omega t minus phi minus pi. Say 24. This is 24. Let us compare. First of all, please write it. ये समझ आया बेटा बात? ये क्या किया? When you open the bracket, this minus plus minus 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 plus, so it will hardly make any difference. Okay. See, now compare this velocity and this force. See, this velocity is lag behind the force by a phase angle of phi. Phase angle of phi. So please write. Please write. What's the equation number this? 17. 17. What's the number of this equation? Yes, 17. 17. Compare 17 and 22. On compare 17 and 22. On compare 17 and 22. It shows that velocity lags force. Velocity lags behind the force. How much angle? Tougher? Yes, by angle of phi. By a phase angle of phi. Similarly, compare 17 and 24.
Velocity lag behind.
Yes.
Velocity lag behind the force.
Yes, by a phase angle of phi. Velocity lags behind the force by a phase angle of phi. Please write it. लिख लीजिए पहले, ठीक है? ओके. फाई ये देखो ना, ये आयोटा ओमेगा टी है, ये ओमेगा टी माइनस फाई है. Only phi term is etc. Okay. Now please compare 17 and 24. What is etc? This is etc. Phi minus phi by 2 is the extra term. On comparing, on the next point, on comparing 17 and 24. On comparing 17 and 24, it shows that the phase angle between the force and acceleration is how much is the phase angle? This is the x angle. This is the x angle. Phi minus pi. Phi minus pi by 2. Okay. Now make two cases. If phi greater than pi by 2, if phi greater than pi by 2, if phi is greater than pi by 2, what would happen? Then please write with the red pen. If phi greater than pi by 2, then acceleration will lags driving force. Then acceleration will lags behind. If this is the thing, if this is phi greater than pi by 2, okay, then acceleration will lags behind the force. If this is a negative term, what would happen? Negative plus, then this term will leads. Problem समझ आया ना जी? Okay. For if phi is less than pi by 2, then acceleration of the force oscillator leads driving force. Okay. So it means last point, please write last point. Equation 16, 22 and 24. Equation 16, 22 and 24 shows that frequency of oscillation, 16, 22 and 24 shows that frequency of oscillation of displacement, velocity and acceleration, displacement, velocity and acceleration of a force oscillator, displacement, I repeat, displacement, velocity, see, this is velocity, displacement, velocity, acceleration of a force oscillator in a steady state is equal to frequency of driver oscillator. See, this is the frequency of omega. See, this contains omega, this also contains, are you getting this? This is omega, and this omega is the frequency of driver oscillator, driven oscillator. This omega is the frequency of a driver oscillator. Okay, so see, please write omega is the frequency of driver oscillator. Please write omega is the frequency of a driver oscillator. Okay. Now please write are you getting this point? All the terms contains omega. And what is omega? Omega is the frequency of which oscillator? Driver oscillator. Okay. It means what is actually happening? The force oscillator is now oscillating with the frequency of a driver oscillator, which is equal to omega. But in the transient state, this is not the scenario. The state is different. Okay. Please write from equation 16 we have x naught is equal to a naught by f. A naught is equal to f naught by omega zl. This is the amplitude part. This is what is A naught? A naught is the amplitude part. I am taking the amplitude part. That is why I have omitted the term e raised to power iota omega t minus 5. Okay, I have omitted that term. ठीक है, whatever the factor is attached with the exponential factor, that is the amplitude factor. Similarly, from equation 22, the problem tell me the value of V naught, velocity amplitude. It would be F naught by Zm. F naught by Zm. Omit the factor, omit the exponential factor. This is what is V naught? This is the velocity amplitude. This is the velocity amplitude. And let us say this is question number 26. Similarly, amplitude of acceleration is what is A naught? Tell me. A naught is equal to omega F naught by Zn. Are you getting this point? समझ आ रहा है बेटा? अब जो एक्सपोनेंशियल के साथ फैक्टर होता है, एक्सपोनेंशियल को हटा दीजिए, जो बच जाता है उसको क्या बोलते हैं? एम्पलीट्यूड. क्या बोलते हैं? Now are you getting this point? Omit the exponential factor. The rest of the thing will give me the amplitude. Will give me the amplitude. Now equation 22 can be written as V complex is equal to F naught into this power iota omega t minus phi divided by Z. Okay, this is the complex velocity. So I can write like this: F naught into e to the power iota omega t into e to the power minus iota phi into Z. That is V complex, and V complex is equal to F naught into the power iota omega t Zn is for iota phi. In the denominator it would become a positive, and this is equal to F bar F complex divided by Z complex. Okay, this term is equal to F complex and this term is equal to Z complex. Okay, where Z complex is equal to Zn into the power iota phi, and F complex is equal to F naught into the power iota. Sean, are you getting this point? This factor is called the F complex driving force, and this factor is called the impedance factor, and I will call it as a Z complex, Z bar. So what is the final equation? F V complex is equal to F complex divided by Z complex. So this is the equation number 28. Okay, Lakshman. So it means what is this? What is this? This is called the complex velocity. What is this? Complex force. What is this? What is this? Complex impedance. Complex impedance. So I can write like this as a Z complex is equal to F complex divided by V complex. Let us say this is the equation number 28. Sorry, this is not 28. So it means if I would like to explain the complex impedance, how would I explain? It is a ratio of F complex to the velocity complex. Okay. So I will write it. So complex impedance is a ratio of complex driving force to the complex velocity in for transition state or steady state? For transition state or steady state? Steady state, because we are doing the article for the steady state. So how the question will come? How the question will come? Derive an expression for complex impedance of a forced oscillator for steady state. Then you have to derive this article up to this. Write a question. Derive an expression for complex impedance. Derive an expression for complex impedance of forced oscillator in steady state. Okay. Now the last point, which is very important, it is called a resonance. It is called a resonance. Please write it first. बेटा समझ आया बात आपको? बेटा इसको क्या बोलते हैं? इम्पीडेंस। ऊपर किसका साइन है? कॉम्प्लेक्स का। तो क्या बन गया ये? कॉम्प्लेक्स इम्पीडेंस। इम्पीडेंस का मतलब क्या होता है? इम्पीडेंस का मतलब होता है रेजिस्टेंस। क्या होता है? रेजिस्टेंस तो समझते हो ना? जब आप चलते हो, जब आप साइकिल पे चलते हो, तो आपके मोशन को जो फोर्स रोकती है, अपोज करती है, उसको क्या बोलते हैं? इम्पीडेंस। जब आप साइकिल पे चलते हैं तो क्या होगा? हवा भी चलेगी, टायर की फ्रिक्शन भी होगी शक के साथ, तो सारे पार्ट को क्या बोलते हैं? फ्रिक्शन बोलते हैं। क्या बोलते हैं? इम्पीडेंस। क्या बोलते हैं बेटा? इम्पीडेंस। So this is our Z. This is called a complex impedance. This is a complex force. This is a complex velocity. Okay. Can you have this? Do it first. Are you getting all the points? Are you getting all the things? These are very simpler things, and you have to just memorize the order in which how you can write this. Okay. First of all, are you getting this? Do it. तो बराबर, ठीक है? चलो, should I rub it? See, it is the most important part of the article, which is called it's the most important part, which is called the resonance. Okay, a question will definitely ask on the concept of resonance. So, it is a resonance of what? It's a resonance of what? Now, first of all, resonance of what? Resonance of force oscillator for steady state, not for the transition state. Okay, so resonance, please. What's the amplitude of oscillation? A naught is equal to F naught divided by omega Zm. Okay, and what's the value of Zm? What's the value of Zm? Zm is equal to square root of R square plus m omega minus a by omega square. Okay, so I can write like this: a naught is equal to f naught by omega. This is equal to r square plus m omega minus a by omega square to power 1 by 2. Okay, I can write like this. Instead of square root, I will write like this. 1 by 2 means square root. 1 by 3 means cube root. 1 by 4 means fourth root. Let us say 16/4. What's the answer? Calculate the fourth root of what's the answer? 2. Because 16 1 by 4, if you become 2 raised to the power 4, 1 by 4, 4 cancel, 2 raised to the power 1, 2. 2 is the answer. 2 is the answer. So this is called A naught with omega. Let us draw variation of A naught with the omega. First of all, variation of A naught with omega. This is a very important graph. This is for R1, this is for R2. See, this R1 stands for this. This is distance. Okay, I have taken the two cases. First of all, I have taken R is equal to R1, and in the second case, I have taken R is equal to R2. When I have taken R is equal to R1, I am getting this curve. When I am taking R is equal to R2, I am getting this curve. And this is the maximum amplitude. This is the maximum amplitude. Okay, this is the maximum amplitude, so it is called A naught maximum, and this is also called A naught maximum. This is called A naught maximum for R2. This is called A naught maximum for R1. And let us say this frequency is called omega prime, and this frequency is called a resonance frequency. It is called a resonance frequency. Resonance means we are getting a maximum amplitude. We are getting a maximum amplitude at this frequency, and the frequency corresponding to which we are getting maximum amplitude is called a resonance frequency. So omega prime is equal to resonance frequency. Alpha, why are you laughing? You are enjoying? Yes. Well done. It is also called a frequency response curve. It is also called a frequency response curve of force oscillator. Frequency response curve of. How much time is left? Okay. So see, we will discuss the cases. We will discuss different cases for omega. For the first case, we will discuss when omega tending to a 0, and for the second case, we will discuss when omega tending to infinity, and for the third case, when omega is equal to okay. And for the third case, we will calculate the amplitude of this maximum amplitude. Okay. So I think this is the thing that we will do in the next lecture. अगले lecture में करेंगे, ठीक है? How was the session today? Good. Okay, thank you so much for being with us. So this is the very important term. This is very important term of resonance. How the question will come? Derive an expression for the resonance of the force oscillator for the steady state. So tomorrow we will discuss the cases for different cases of omega. So till now, please stay with us. So thank you so much. Thank you.